Celtic 1, Rangers 0. Celtic got the first, basically win the first Old Firm derby of the season, and after what, 12, 13 games in, Steven Gerrard gets his first loss of the season. Now compare that to last season, it's improvement. It is clear to see that Steven Gerrard has clearly improved the team. But yesterday it was a very, very poor game. We just sat back, showed too much respect to them, and they let Celtic just pummel us, attack after attack, wave after wave, shot after shot. The only three players that get maybe get pass marks, 4 at most. McGregor, man of the match, kept us in it, kept it at 1-0. I'll also talk about the kick out in a minute, later on in the video. Connor Goldson, solid at the back, made clearance after clearance when needed, just showing what kind of solid player he is. Nikola Katic made very important slide tackles, just went straight through folk whenever we needed them to. And Borna Barisic, he just kept on fighting. I think despite getting booked, he just kept pushing on. So that's the 4 players that deserved to get pass marks, really. The other players, they just didn't have it in them. We had everything at the back, nothing in midfield, and nothing up front. Nothing at all. Ryan Jack did what he could. Tried his best, tried to keep that midfield solid as possible, but it isn't but that's not going to work when you've got the players, the team sitting back and letting Celtic just go in the front foot completely, which you do not do. You sit back against Celtic and they'll rip you a new arsehole. Ryan Jack was probably the only one in the midfield was trying to keep it solid. Nobody else really helped. Well, I say that considering we were in a 4-1-4-1 formation. Morelos wasn't really effective. Lafferty wasn't really effective. He's not going to be effective. He wasn't out left, he was out right. He's not effective out right. He's more effective in the left or up front, which I would have preferred him and Morelos up front, maybe a 4-1-2-1-2 or a direct 4-4-2. That's what I would have preferred. But the up front wasn't up front wasn't effective. The midfield wasn't effective, bar Ryan Jack. And the back line and goalkeeper, that was the only thing that was keeping us going. The goal was scored through Olivier Ntcham. He is a decent player, don't get me wrong, he is a no bad player. But it came for a foul. And don't say it wasn't a foul, it was. Tom Rogic swiped Ryan Jack's foot in mid-air, knocking him off balance. How that wasn't given a foul, I'll never know. But Steven Gerrard did say that the 4th official was saying, foul, foul, it's a foul. And Willie Collum ignored them. Now I've heard folk, I've seen, was that John Beaton? That was the 4th official. Was it John Beaton? I've seen folks saying John Beaton was the 4th official. If that's the case, then it's clear to see John Beaton can see a foul better than Willie Collum does. And it's not often I give John Beaton credit. Because the 4th official, because you can see Gerrard having words with the 4th official. But to me, it was a foul. Should have been a free kick. But Willie Collum decided to be incompetent and ignore the call. That's Willie Collum for you, boys and girls. A cheating ratbag. Went on. It was good teamwork leading up to the goal. There's no denying it. It should have been a free kick. It wasn't. and Cham scored the winner. We got better in the second half, but we had nothing to show for it, and that's really all there is to say. Not much really we can say about the game because Celtic really dominated. Not much we can say about it. They're a good team. They are a good team, but they're not as good as they were last season and the season before. They're not good as they were. They're really not. They're scraping wins, if you can put it that way. They create chances, but they're not putting them away, and they end up scraping a win. Despite the fact they dominate possession, they only give me one goal to show for it. Excuse me. So for me, they're scraping wins. They're good, but not as good as they were last season or as good as they were the season before. Am I going to blame the referee for the loss? No. It's not the referee's fault, but it's a factor. Am I going to blame fatigue for the loss? No. But it's a factor. Am I going to blame the tactics for the loss? No. It's a factor. In this case, there's nothing to blame. We've got ourselves to blame. The players have themselves to blame, but it's factors that can contribute to the performance. Fatigue is a factor. Tired out from Europe, especially with 9 men playing against UEFA in Russia, that's going to be a factor. The referee in that decision, that's a factor. Should have been a foul, wasn't given, referee ignored it. Not to blame, but it was a factor. The tactics, sitting back, again, not to blame. It's a factor. That's 3 factors contributing to the players' poor performance. The players' performance themselves, that was to blame. But that's 3 factors that affected the game and affected the players' performance. So the overall performance is to blame, as I keep saying, but those 3 factors contribute to that blame. How Connor Goldson got a yellow card, I'll never know. That was never a free kick. Ryan Christie must have been watching Tom Daly videos, because that is the best dive I've ever seen. He should have been booked for simulation, because that was never a free kick and never a booking to Connor Goldson. Should have been a yellow card or even a sending off, because it was simulation. It's disgusting display. There's no need in it. And there's also, in fact, there's a 4th factor, and that stems from 2 seasons gone by, why we're not getting results. And I've been saying this on Twitter a lot last night, and I do feel that this is contributing to our poor performances. We show too much respect. That's all we ever do to opposition players, opposition managers, opposition supporters. We show far too much respect. Us sitting back, we're showing too much respect. And I, for one, I can't stand it. We're not getting results because we're just showing far too much respect to everybody, including Celtic. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm sick of showing respect to everybody. To the fans, to the opposing manager, to the team, the opposing team. I'm getting sick and tired of showing respect. It is getting us nowhere. So what do I think Rangers should be doing? I think it's time for Rangers to play hardball. Because showing respect, it's doing nothing for us. It's only giving us draws, giving us losses. We ain't getting wins out of showing respect to the opposition. It's about time we go down and dirty against them. It's about time for us to play hardball with them. They play hardball with us and we still show them respect. This respect crap has to stop. Look what happened. Mark Warburton showed too much respect to the opposition. Look what it happened to us. Pedro Caixinha showed too much respect to the opposition. Look what happened to us. Graham Murty showed too much respect to the opposition. Look what happened to us. Steven Gerrard. Now, I'm not questioning Steven Gerrard. I've got every belief in the man that he can change the results. But showing respect to the opposition is not going to help that. We've got to get down and dirty with them. We have got to play hardball with them. We've got to get physical with them. They're being physical with us, but we're not giving it back. We have got to get physical with them. We've got to take it all. We have got to take them all the way. And if us just sitting back, that's not going to happen. So, please, Steven Gerrard, no more respect. Show no more respect. Play hardball with them. Get down and dirty with them. Get physical with them. And take them all the way. Please. I've got every vote of confidence to believe that Steven Gerrard is the man for the job. He can take them all the way. It's just a matter of changing it. Stop sitting back. That's what we need to stop. But hopefully we can do that because we have another signing on the way. Gareth McCauley is about to sign. It's good to get more depth in that back line, and hopefully McCauley can do some. Hopefully McCauley can help. And I just hope to God, Rangers Football Club and the team, I hope to God they stop showing everyone respect. And I hope to God that we go down and dirty with everybody. And I hope to God we take every single person all the way. Show no respect.